All right, guys. Well, back after another small hiatus. So work around the house, weather, work, life. But this time we need to get cracking on this car to get it out of here and get the black car home. So this video is going to be kind of a mosh pit of things. I'm also testing some new equipment here. We'll see how that goes. The goal for this car in this video, get the bigger sway bars put on, get the new rack put in, and brakes. We have freshly powder coated brakes, so we'll get that put on all the way around, as well as being an F-body upgrade. We're going to be sticking a whole kit underneath too. So kind of a lot, some detail on some parts, mostly probably the sway bars, the rest follow along as I do. I'm going to get ready to hurry up and open the door to lift the rear end, get that all torn apart, and I'll probably work from here forward. So then once we get through all this stuff, finish this video, we're going to go back and get the motor trains put back in and essentially just get this thing on the road, mainly because Brad's Camaro has some major issues. So it's going to be sitting for a while. Whew, it's cold. And he wants the car to drive. So yeah, we'll get this going and try to keep up. Get under here. Your sway bar is running. Sway bar is running right here, up and across front of the cradle, and obviously to your other side. We get the wheels off because, man, I need to do the brakes, but it'll help give some clearance here. But what we'll do is we'll undo both sides, and we'll get the bushings off. Hopefully, we get this thing to come right out of here, and then we'll have fun getting a new one in. Alright, so what you need is a 15mm for both the end links and your bushings. Alright, go up here, see if you guys a good angle. So right up here you'll see those bushings. So wiggle a little bit. It's kind of on the angle here. So essentially they go in and come down. So woo! Easy there. Just kind of take one side up, drop the other side. It looks like it goes over this wire harness. And there we go. Come here for a second. So, probably should have shown a difference here, but here's your stock versus, these aren't the speed belt. Black car has a speed belt. These are, I think, ADDCO. We got, hopefully the right size, bushings to go with it, and these links, which looks like someone just bored out the rubber a little bit. And I already did match up kind of where they go, or which way it goes anyway. It goes up over that harness. Alright, so I see, says the blind man. Let me go warm these up real quick. Alright, one of my fancy new tools. Okay, there's one. The other side. There we go. Alright, so we got those in. Let's get the end links kind of set in place and make sure you got them facing the right way. Buddy. I think this thing actually wants to. There we go. Plug that back in. It's in, but oh wait. Okay. Let's go back over here. Right. Alright, so that wraps up the rear sway bar. Anyway, I had to get new seals for the calipers, so we are waiting on those. So, yeah, let's snap to putting the brakes on. Alright, so brakes are kind of done. The front is anyway. See there. Still waiting on parts. I was kind of having trouble finding seals. But here's the rear brakes. I've got everything in there ready to go. So once the seals come in, we can put those on. But we do have rotors and pads ready to go. I did get, you can see it, yep. The back and two sides are on for the underglow. I've got the start of the wiring. I just got to get this thing mounted where I want to mount it, but mainly the whole point was to get the wiring in the car. We get that front one mounted, ran in as well before we put the motor back in. But now we are going to move on with the steering rack and the front sway bar. Both those jobs are going to require you to either unbolt and let the rear of the cradle kind of hang down, or just drop the whole cradle out, you know, to get in there. But we're going to take advantage of this. So mainly from this point right here, we're going to undo the tie rods from both ends, mount bracket out of the way, and then get the two bolts off for the rack, and undo the pinch bolt in here. Before I took the wheels off, I had the wheels as straight as possible anyway. Either way, it's due for an alignment, but if I can get this thing as close as possible, especially with the steering wheel straight, that'll be better for all that. So we're gonna jump into this and hopefully get some more knocked out. All right, so we verified steering wheel straight, outer tie rods off. I went ahead and got the jam nut loose on the steering shaft. Here was a 13 millimeter. I got that backed all the way out. I'm gonna crawl underneath now and grab 3 15s on here to get this off, and I believe it's 18s to get the actual rack itself out. Power tools. Oh, there we go. All right. There it is. Oh God, definitely awkward position there. I definitely can't even see it. Ow. Gonna do the lines here. Uh-oh. That's thunder. Hey child, how would you get inside? Yeah, get your stuff inside. Let's take a look-see out here. Huh.
Can I see that?
What?
It is raining.
It is raining. I forgot to turn the camera back on. So 18 millimeter will get your lines off. I got this one off to the side, and I was able to finish unscrewing that bolt that's being a pain. Oh, so the sway bar's on the way. So it's actually kind of beneficial to pull that sway bar. Our sway bars. So these ones only have, so the top washer's actually got a built-in nut, but some you'll have to actually hold up here and undo it. But we should be able to behave, if I can remember what size. I'll try to give you guys a look from back here. So that's actually part of your power steering line. That's 10 millimeter. I'm going to try to not do that. Oh, I see what I got to do. I got to cut that guy off. So right here, kind of see it. There's a 15 millimeter there. One over here. I can get my hands up in there. So just holding the covers for the bushings on. There we go.
What?
Quite the task. I got one off. Where the hell did the other one go? Oh, right there. Oh yeah, that would have been great if I smashed something. The sway bar is hitting the bolt. Oh, I got it. Aha! Be a...
Like a pop clip.
Yep. Okay, so we got that bolt out. And that bolt out by moving the sway bar back. And then it just comes out of there. Ta-da! Well, eventually he'll start thinking about it. Alright. There's our sway bar. Yeah. Okay, change batteries and we'll put the new one in. There you go. Alright. Oh, this is going to be fun. We got to change your bushing too. Oh boy.
Why would they put one in there?
Why wouldn't they just give you outer tie rods too?
Unless you got a socket. Maybe 13.
Ooh.
13?
Nope.
Oh, you don't want to listen to me.
That's a 14.
Still a little big, buddy.
You really want
13.
You really want that 13?
Bam. Way better.
Okay.
You're gonna damage my new one.
Oh, whatever.
Give me the rotor.
There. What's it with a bracket? That's only coming out. That's not even going in yet. It's only half the job.
I know. I'm getting there. Oh, it's 2 pieces.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that fucking works great.
Yeah.
I still think I should have gotten a fucking new one.
Not dip down.
God, that power wipe has so much grease on it.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking axle, dude.
Yeah, that thing exploded, dude. I think it was from the automatic. It wasn't even your manual. I don't think. Okay. And then try to kick it back so it's yep.
Might be early.
Just if you get past. Oh, then yeah. That's the only question I have is if you got past that. Ugh. There's one side.
Okay. 13 years ago, you know where the Camaro was in the whole orange and black front end state right now.
Yep.
It's hard to believe a solid roller.
Where's your?
Where mine was solid flat tap. You want to know where my steering wheel is? I'm going to make it straight.
Well, it should. If my calculations are correct, it should be damn near straight.
It's a little right there.
Oh, yep. Okay. So we're grinding down one of the brackets here. So with this bigger sway bar, obviously you get different. Here's a good different bushings, but different brackets to go with it. And on the driver's side, the passenger side's close. It's hitting, kind of touching, but I was able to get the bolt in and started. This side, it had the bolt sitting kind of like that, and I was unable to get the bracket all the way over. So he's kind of grinding down that one side. It's hitting this little flare right here, where it flares up, continues all the way down, and that's where that bracket hits. Alright, so we are done. Camera ended up dying, and I wasn't paying attention, and we were just finishing. So yeah, it's back on the ground. Bracket cover, whatever, for the bushing did help. Got the sway bar in place, no problem. We did bleed the brakes, so that's all good. Looking pretty good behind that black wheel. Take a look at the back here. Same thing, looking good. I did put the other underglow tube on. So that's where we're at with this video. Again, waiting for another part, but once it's here, we will get motor trans dropped in, and I'll finish the other video of us building that, get that put up, and beyond that, we'll be getting these things on the road and starting to enjoy. So yeah, I did a little bit of editing. As you can see, I'm still wearing this thing. So far, so good. I don't need to mess with settings a little bit and understand how to make it sound better. But overall, I think it's going to be a lot better being able to be wherever and still hear me. And also, it is set up that I can have a second mic on there, so I can mic someone else, and so if they're talking or explaining something, that you guys can hear them as well. So let me know what you think. If you got any advice on it, as well as anything as far as what we did in this video. I know the front one kind of wasn't really how most would do it, but I've done it before with the motor and trans in, so I can give a little bit of advice. Oh,
Are you making a video?
I got to finish it. So that's what I got for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.